adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Jimmy, this is MC Alfred and Ozzy. We're just chilling, Jimmy Star, yo, sitting down and designing. Where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool
MC, can't you speak?
Inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfred, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a fun show for you guys today. Lots of people starting to show up in the chat room. We've got great guests. Today we have disco queen Sharon Brown and country music sensation Scott DiCarlo. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before we get started, let's say hi to everybody. I'm starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I don't hear myself.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I'm not doing a commercial for these people. This is my lunch. You know, with Jimmy, you don't get a chance to eat. You always work. So now I'm having my lunch, and it's delicious. It's a Frappuccino mocha. Love them.
Anyway, we've got the man behind the boards up in Philadelphia. We want to say hi to Scotty J. What's up, Scotty J?
What's going on?
Yay! And then we've got our fabulous Danielle at the W4CY studios in Wellington, Florida. What's up, Danielle?
Hello.
There you go. And we got a ton of people in the chat room. Let's give some shout-outs. What's up? Eileen Shapiro is in the chat room. Sabine Marketing is in the chat room. We have Twism White Piece is in the chat room. What's up, Twism? White Piece. Dave Hughes from Stars Now UK. Pack John is in the chat room. Bruce Glasgow's in the chat room. Everybody, we're going to have a fun show, you guys, today. And I want to give special shout-outs to... B. Claudia's not there yet, but she will be. So hi, B. I'm sure you're there. I want to give a special shout out to Twism White Priest and Bruce Glasgow because they've been helping promote our Kickstarter campaign for the Celebrity Ghost Hunters comic book with Kadrosha Ona Carole, Eileen Shapiro, Jimmy Star, and Ron Russell. And you can go to Kickstarter.com and just plug in Kadrosha Ona Carole and it'll come up. We're trying to raise $3,000 for our Kickstarter campaign and for the comic book. And we've got about $800, I think, so far. You can be a member of the comic book. You can donate $1, get your name in it. Come on, don't do that. This is serious. We need this comic book to get done. You want to be on a TV show, right? We need the comic book to get the TV show.
I want to put my tongue in your mouth.
No, not right now. Come on, don't.
See what I mean? Marry an Italian or a Greek or a Frenchman. Lose these Nordics.
No. Anyway.
Marry a Jew. They're really good.
Listen, you guys, the Celebrity Ghost Hunters comic book, it's going really good. So we're in our first week. We're almost a third of the way there. We need to get the whole thing done. You can be a ghost. You can be a picture in it. You can be a spirit. There's all kinds of things you can be in it. Or you can just buy the comic book for $15, and we'll send it to you as soon as it's available. I also want to thank Twism White Piece and Bruce for spreading the love on the new Jimmy Star's World website, Celebrity Blog. We got named the 68th biggest celebrity / entertainment blog in the world, entertainment site. We're up there with like People Magazine, Entertainment Tonight, Perez Hilton. We're number 68 of the top 100, and we've only been around a short while, so I want to thank everybody who supported that. And now the dog is here visiting.
How do we turn him off now that he's bored everybody to death?
I didn't bore everybody. They love it.
10 minutes of the show. They love it.
Also, we went to the movies, you guys. Tell them about that.
Okay. Downton Abbey, a hit. Fabulous.
We told them that last week.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I'm doing reviews. See, you didn't like it when I was sticking my tongue in your mouth, and now I don't like it when you cut me short. Sit there like a nice little boy and shut your fucking mouth. Hello, everyone. This is Ron Wonderful Russell. Anyway, Downton Abbey is definitely a go-see. I enjoyed it. It's spectacular. It's beautiful. And the ending is just something to be believed. Then we went to see what other movie?
Ad Astra.
No, I don't want to go there yet. What was the second
Hustlers.
one? No, we saw somebody.
It Too.
Oh, It Too. Very good movie. Different story. Not a chop 'em up, kill 'em stupid movie like most are. It has a plot. It's interesting. The acting was very good. The CGI was fantastic. Definitely go see it. Now, the piece of crap of the century that the critics are saying is an Academy Award winner, the critics must be on dope because the movie stinks. Brad Pitt's looking old, not so hot. Close-ups. The entire movie is close-ups. One close-up after another. I mean, even the ugly people are close-up, and they look uglier close-up than they do far away. And I don't pay money to go see ugly people close-up. You know, if you're going to act and play a part, play a part. But I don't need to see the nose hairs in your nose while you're acting. So that's what, not Brad Pitt, the other one. What was his name?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. Get a facelift, get a mask, do something. You're not attractive anymore. You've lost it. Shave, tweeze your eyebrows, or trim your eyebrows. They look like spider legs. Anyway, it was nauseating to have to look at these close-ups. Reason for close-ups is in movies, when they do a long shot, they need to do a set. They have to build a set. Sets cost a lot of money. So if they can get away with as many close-ups as they can, they don't have to spend money on the background or the set. So you go to see a movie that's one close-up after another. And I mean close-up. I mean close-up. You see the pause. You could see Brad Pitt's pimples. You could see, I mean, it was just... The movies,
nauseating.
The movies that I'm in, I'm telling you right now, if they pull close-ups like that, I'll edit the friggin' film myself. No way. I like the camera 15 feet away so that you can imagine, use your imagination at what I could look like.
Also, Eileen just jumped in and said, say hi to Doug from American High. What's up, Doug? Say hi to Doug. They've been on the show like 10 times.
Oh, Doug.
There you go.
I know Doug.
Okay.
How are you, Doug?
So anyway, we give Ad Astra a thumbs down.
Oh, terrible movie.
Dog shit.
And the story is stupid. He goes to Jupiter to find his father. Excuse me, I'm choking to death from this film. He goes to Jupiter to find his father. Now, somebody told me it takes like 33 years to go from Earth to Jupiter. So I don't know how he did it in less than an hour. But anyway, he finds his father, and his father doesn't want to go back to Earth, so his father flies off in space and dies. I mean, such a story, such a plot. Who cares? He didn't care for his father who abandoned him, so why should I, the viewer, sit there and care about the father? The film was a bomb.
It was terrible. We hated it. I wish we wouldn't have spent money on it, and we didn't go. And we went on a Friday night, which means we didn't get our discounted tickets. But then last night we went and saw
Tits and Ass,
Hustlers, and it is awesome. I loved it.
Jennifer Lopez is still hot for a woman her age. She's no chicken. She's beautiful. She's got a body, and she's got something about her that's very sexy. If you like tits and ass and you want to see naked bushes and nipples and stuff like that, go see Hustler. It's full of it. Dressings room full of putang. I mean, straight guys dream to die in that room, I guess.
It's Hustlers, I guess, not Hustle.
Hustler. And these chicks go out and they hustle guys because men are stupid. Men love to go to these pole swinging clubs. And they think the women really like them because women come over and go, hey, baby, you want a lap dance? I like you. They don't give a shit about you. Half of them are dykes and they're making it with each other. But anyway, they just go, because they think this is it. So they're throwing $50 bills on the floor. So the hustler chicks make believe they're lesbians kissing and gripping each other's rubber tits. I mean, it's a joke. Anyway, they go ahead of themselves and they hustle $50,000 out of a few Johns and more, 100,000 from one John by swiping their credit card, getting them stoned, and then telling them that this is what they wanted to spend. Well, I won't tell you the ending, but go see it. It's a good film.
It's got a great cast.
And it's real because, I was not in that business, but I was around those kind of people, and I know that it's a real thing that these chicks hustle like
If you're a music lover, you will love it. It's got Haley Reinhart in it from Riverdale. It's got Keke Palmer from Everything, who's a host on BET. It has Constance Wu, who I wasn't familiar with her. She plays the Asian girl in it. I wasn't sure who she was, but she was really the star of the film. Jennifer Lopez. And then there's cameos by Lizzo and Cardi B and like all kinds of like Usher, all kinds of like hip hop and R&B people. The music in it's great. The visuals are great. They have a good time. It was just a good, fun, feel good, like interesting movie. And anybody who's
I just said all of that.
I get to say things too, fuckhead.
Yeah, but don't repeat what I say.
Well, don't worry about it.
Anyway,
you didn't say Lizzo and Cardi B and all the stuff.
I don't even know who the
I know.
fuck they
I know
are.
you don't know who they
But
are.
I talked about what the movie was like. Anyway, go see the film. It's worth it just to see Jennifer Lopez swing on the pole. She did a fabulous job pole dancing. So for all you pervy guys out there that like to whack off, go see Hustlers.
Yeah, it was good. You'll like it. And the soundtrack's good, too. We enjoyed it immensely.
Immensely, didn't we, darling?
Yes.
We enjoyed it. Terrific.
Immensely.
Immensely. Rather nice, you know. I like Immensely. Immensely is so good. I'm so British.
Oh, you know who else was in it, too, was Mercedes Ruehl.
I love Mercedes Ruehl. I wondered what happened to her. Why her career never took off where she could be a great actress, I'll never know. Because Mercedes Ruehl is a fabulous actress. I remember her, oh my God, when she was at the airline ticket booth trying to get an airplane to go catch her husband who was cheating in that film with what's her name?
Oh, and Julia Stiles is in it.
You know the movie I'm talking about? The Mafia movie?
Yeah, Married to the Mob with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Married to the Mob. When the woman is saying, what seat do you want? Where do you want it? She says, just give me the fucking ticket. And she's screaming at the woman. Mercedes Ruehl is a fabulous actress. Let's see more of you, Mercedes. And come on the show. We'll help push you.
Absolutely.
Now say something.
About Mercedes Ruehl. I think I follow her on Twitter. I'm
going to call her. I'm going to contact her because I like her a lot. And I would love for her to come on the show.
Absolutely. So anyway, that was all our movies goings on. We're going to a fun red carpet tomorrow night and next Wednesday night. So everything is going good. Everything is fun. Ron's been working in the backyard. And I want to mention again, everybody, that if you're in LA, we've got the Mars Rocks concert on October 18th, which is going to be a lot of fun. Oops, I'm going to sneeze.
Now, tomorrow, if you have a flat ass, and you would love to have a J-Lo, junk in the trunk ass, then you have to go where we're going tomorrow. We're going to a seminar event where they're going to, slice somebody's cheeks open and shove a implant up there to give them a big ass. I don't intend to watch that, but I'll go anyway. How come we got invited to that? I'll never know. And why we're going, I'll never know. To see a fake-ass seminar.
No, it's not a fake-ass seminar. It's a red carpet for a...
red carpet for a fake-ass seminar.
No, it's not. It's a red carpet for a plastic surgery place where everybody in Hollywood goes to get their plastic surgery.
Yeah, but we're going to watch an ass being
implanted.
No,
you're not. They're going to show it. They're going to have all kinds of services being done where you can watch it, not just that.
Folks, I mean, today it's just becoming a joke. Women have rubber boobs, water bags, and now they have fake asses. So... I mean, they should just manufacture a fake uterus. This way you don't even have to bother getting married. Just plug in the box and have a good time. It's getting there. It's starting to become like robots. Women are really going to be obsolete. Men will buy these beautiful, gorgeous robots with fabulous
Yeah, but
bodies.
all the men are getting it done, too.
Honey, the only men that are putting in asses are
Not
gay
asses,
men.
but they're doing everything else.
Putting on tits?
No, but they're getting facelifts and tummy tucks.
That's nothing. That's okay. But that's not putting in. That's fixing up. That's tightening what has fallen down. But what I'm talking about is, my ex-wife, after having 2 children, she had pancakes, gigantic boobs, but they were pancakes. So she went in and had bags put in. And I swear to you, I was grabbing them one night, and I thought I felt the big tunnel, the funnel of the Titanic.
That's a big funnel of the Titanic.
I mean, it's water in there. It's water bags, like balloons. It's just not like the real thing. So I used to squeeze them, and I would sing, over the ocean we go.
There you go. Anyway,
sailing.
So Pat Grant joined us from Canada. Hey, what's up, Pat? How you doing? And real quick, because we got to call a guest in a second, you guys, but I want to let everybody know Mars Rocks is October 18th at the Globe Theater in Los Angeles. Revolution and the Hailers are going to be performing. There's going to be all kinds of celebrities, a red carpet. It's a benefit for the Mars Society. If you want to get tickets, you can go to themars.society.org and get tickets.
Now that I cannot wait to do, because I'm going to meet aliens and people who have met aliens and people who know about, what is it? 50,
and we're going to be aliens on stage.
50, yeah, we're going to be aliens. I'm so happy.
The Martian Shantytown, the song. We're going to dance around as aliens.
We're going to dance around as aliens, which is really nice because I am an alien. I believe I am a descendant
you have
of
to, love
aliens.
It. All right.
Wait a minute. I'm not finished. I had a thought in my mind.
Okay.
That went away.
Well, I have to go anyway because we got to get going. So
get going. But no, just one thing about the alien thing.
Oh.
What is it? 51. What is it called? What is it called? 51. Area
51.
I'm going to interview one of the guys that worked for years at Area 51 who absolutely saw the dead bodies of aliens from a spaceship. I will get that for you, folks. He's not getting away from me until he answers that question, or I'll torture him to death.
Yeah, anyway. I also got a message. We want to say hi. Stefan Bell is listening someplace because he sent me a text message. He said, you guys need to follow our Twitter. So follow at Dr. Jimmy Star, at Ron Russell Show, and at Jimmy Star's World on Twitter, everybody. Thanks. And now, Scotty J.
Wait. Just a second. You said hi to Stefan for me. I'd like to say something. Give Tina a big kiss for me, Stefan. I really love her. Okay. Tina's his wife.
I know. Say hi to Stefan.
Tina. Hi, Stefan.
Okay.
But I like Tina better.
Yeah, well.
So there you go.
Hello, Stefan and Tina. Scotty J.
Yep.
Do you have Sharon Brown on the line?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to play I Specialize in Love. You guys got the video, both of you?
Yep.
And if you catch me dancing, it's because I can't help it.
Scotty J, you got the video?
Specialize in Love, yep.
Yeah, we
are. All right, so on enjoy, you guys. So everybody, we're getting ready to call our first guest. Her name Miss Sharon Brown. She's a disco queen. This is her hit. It was a #1 hit all over the world. The name of the song is I Specialize in Love. Enjoy.
I specialize in love. I make you feel like
Okay, we're back. We're live.
All right, everybody. So that was I Specialize in Love by Sharon Brown. And now we have her on the line. First, we're going to make sure we can hear her before we introduce her. Sharon, say hello.
Bless up, family. Bless up, everybody.
Yay. All right, here we go. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Jimmy.
Hey.
What's up, beautiful guys?
Yay. Sharon Brown, everybody. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. What a blast. What a blast. Guys, you are gorgeous.
Oh, isn't he? Isn't he gorgeous?
I said so.
You're gorgeous. Off camera, I said you look like Stephanie Powers with a good tan. And you do. You look like Stephanie when you were singing in your video. Meanwhile, I miss disco. I miss that music so much. I loved it. I used to dance at 54 in New York. I was all over the place. Those were the days, my dear. And I danced to your song many, 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 many times. And what a pleasure and what an honor it is to meet you. Thank you so much for letting me dance to your beautiful music.
Oh, Ron, thank you. That was so beautiful. Thank you for saying
And I mean that. I don't bullshit. I never bullshit anybody. I mean that with my heart. No, we have a lot of people that come on that I could give a shit about their music. You know, I make believe. I go, oh, that was nice. But your music, you know, you got to be nice, right? You got to be polite. But I'm from Brooklyn. And, you know, people from Brooklyn tell the truth. So I love your music. I just wish that it could have gone on and on and on. Why did we get rid of disco? Why did it go out of vogue? What do you think?
Well, I don't think disco went anywhere. We've always kept the boogie shoes on, and we've still been dancing all over the place. It's just that the culture, the mood, the vibe changed. You know what I'm saying? Things changed from loving each other and loving good times and each other in music and respect for our community and for each other that seemed to take a back seat. It seems as though hell has increased itself.
Absolutely.
I agree with you so
It's
much.
not just the music, it's the attitude and the frequency change in the human being and in us. We have allowed greed and all the other terrible, terrible attributes that we need not be bothered with to take hold, take root. And it's grown, it's magnified so much that we have seen so much death, so many people we've lost, unnecessarily so. And that's why I stand on the platform, I Specialize in Love, and I say to people now, make a promise to me, to yourselves, and to the one true creator of all living things, that you will fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with yourself, because it's much there.
I also believe it's a generation that didn't teach the young today respect, how to love oneself, and how to achieve your dreams. It seems that the generation, I don't know what generation it is, it would probably be the generation that were in their 20s, in the 70s or 80s, they missed something because their children today are mostly rude, not polite, and those that think they're talented are full of shit, and their heads are full of it. So I don't know what kind of people we have now, but the hatred that they have for a president, the humiliation of another human being, the derogatory statements that are made for people of importance is just not American. It's just not who I am or who you are. You came from a time when we were, you know, everybody said about prejudice and black and white. That's bullshit. I came from New York and Brooklyn. My best friends were black. I never understood that bullshit about prejudice and hatred for black people or Jewish people or gay people until I went out in the world. And then I found that crap. But living in Brooklyn, we all got along great. We were all just neighbors. You know, I didn't know who was what.
I know.
So today they emphasize on the black, the white, the yellow, the green, the blue. I mean, get over that shit. Move on. We're all human beings. Let's just go out and party. Let's go disco. Let's go dance. Let's go fucking have fun.
I agree, but it's the people that are in power the people that call the shots in the music industry. You know, it's all about numbers, and they don't care about the talent. They don't care about the music. It's about numbers. And if your numbers aren't high and lucrative for everyone that's involved, then you're irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It's all about numbers.
And the same thing is in actors. We actors, we have to worry. Every movie I make movies because my score is low or high. It's supposed to be which way? The IMBD.
Low. It needs to be low. Yours.
Yeah, my IMBD is pretty good, so I get music. Now let me talk about.
Hold on, because we skipped way too many
just
things.
One more statement. Let me talk about Patti LaBelle. I mean, she doesn't need numbers, okay? Patti LaBelle can fill a house. Tina Turner.
But they don't play her music on the radio.
No, because nobody wants their music. They're too stupid today to get a good music. They don't know. They don't hear Patti LaBelle, what she's saying, or Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it? I mean, those were songs. And also this lady's song. I mean, they're great songs.
So hang on, though, because first of all, we want you to say hi to some people. First, you got to say hi to our man behind the videos. His name's Scotty J, and he's in Philadelphia. So say hi to Scotty J.
Hey, Scotty J in Philly. What's up, baby?
Hey, Miss Brown, the years have been kind.
Oh, kind of you to say so.
Then we've got at the W4CY studios in Wellington, Florida, we have Danielle.
Hi, Danielle in Florida.
Hello. Welcome to the show. And may I add, I definitely dug your music. I love that old school music. I'm a millennial, and I think our music sucks. And I wish we had more Patti LaBelle and Tina Turner and Miss Brown herself.
Oh, how kind of you to say.
Let's
Thank
never
you,
leave out my idol, who I fell in love with her music when I was 16, Mary Wells.
Oh, my God. That's why I got into the business. I was a young girl, Motown. I used to, oh my God, Ron.
I adored Mary.
Mary was the best. Absolute, clear, crisp. You could understand her lyric. My mom used to say to me, she wanted me to be a nurse. And she said, well, if you're going to sing, make sure you don't pronounce your words with this, that, those, and dim.
Exactly.
Yeah, this, that, those, and dim. Right. That's what she said to me. I swear to God. But Mary Wells never, ever had that problem. I understood all of her lyric, and she delivered it with such emotion. Oh, my God. We're best friends forever. Mary's my idol.
Love, you'd better wake up, yeah, before we break up and you lose me. Look to me. I love that. I love Mary Wells. When Mary passed away, I thought music went down the sewer. I was heartbroken. Mary Wells, you know, in my neighborhood in Brooklyn, we used to have portable radios that we had on our shoulders, not the boom boxes, the old. I'm going to be 80 in May, so go back. I'm 79 years old now, so go back in time.
God. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. 79. Yeah. So we go back. I go back a long, long way. And in the the middle 1950s, Motown kind of it was the Ink Spots started in. There were so many groups. Black people started to become famous as group singers. And of course, there was controversy because the others didn't want that to happen because they knew that the black people had talent and could sing and had a new sound. And they were threatened by that. So they were putting it down. But I remember all the greats of the early days, and I was just a Motown freak. But I want to just put it out there again. Mary Wells, wherever you are, my dear, I love you.
Hang on. So then we've got a chat room with like all kinds of countries represented. We've got England, we've got Canada, we've got Germany, all kinds. So say a hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everyone in the chat room. Everyone in the chat room. Remember what I said. Fall in love with yourself.
There you go.
You have to respect yourself also.
And Dave Hughes, when you were playing your song, I Specialize in Love, he said that he used to spin that in the clubs all the time. And he says he has a box of albums of yours, and he's got I Make You Feel Like the First Time. I'll Make You Feel Like the First Time. Is that you?
That was my first label that I established on my own. And I had plans on launching the label and putting other artists on along with myself. And I think that was in 1986. And as I made my deal with Sunshine Distributors out of Philly, I discovered that I was pregnant with my second son.
Okay.
Son or my first son? How long ago? It must have been my first son.
He also...
No, my second son. Yeah, my second son. He was born in 87.
He actually says that your albums sell really good on eBay. Your vinyl albums, he said they get 80 pounds a pop on your albums due on eBay.
Oh, that's wonderful to know. That's wonderful to know.
I have a question. It's kind of a political question. We have so many friends of ours who are great singers of these 80s and 90s, like Joya.
Actually, hold on. Before you even go there.
I can name them all, and you probably know them all.
No, wait, because I know something you don't know.
Who's my sweetheart?
So one of our favorite groups and very, very close friends of Ron and I are Expose, who actually released I Specialize in Love on their own album. They did a cover of it on their albums, and Expose are great friends of ours.
Right.
Wonderful. I've never met them.
Oh my gosh, you have to meet them. They would love you and you would love them.
Joya Bruno is the one I'm talking about. Joya has said how the establishment robbed her blind. She earned millions of dollars for the establishment and wound up with like $500. I mean, not only that, but wait a second. I have other friends that should I name my sweetheart who I love so much?
BNGB, I don't know who.
Oh, BNGB, I love it. Also, my Lily McLeod got robbed. You know who Lily McLeod is?
She had a dance hit in the 80s also, but Expose was different though because they had 8 top 10 hits.
Anyway,
they didn't make any money.
All of these girls were robbed by the establishment back in those days. They all wound up with nothing, which is horrible. Did that happen to you, or were you too smart?
It happened.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I didn't see a dime.
Well, the story I want to pass on to you is somebody who I'm really crazy about, CeCe Peniston. I said,
I'm going to do a show with CeCe October 26th at the Lehman College Performance Center of Arts.
Well, you'll give her a big squeeze, a hug, and a kiss from Ron Russell because I love her.
Will.
And
I certainly will.
She got screwed major because Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, they used her song finally, okay? And never gave her a nickel, and they changed the title of the song to use it in the movie. So I said to CeCe, go after them and sue their asses off. She said, Ron, that's what I intend to do. It's horrible what the big shots did. I don't know if they were mafia. I don't know really who controlled the music business back then. But the way they just abused all of this great talent, and they got nothing for it. That saddens me.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the climate for most of us. And I think when the hip hop culture took over, a lot of us, I know I did, I started paying attention to the youth and seeing what was going on. And then I realized how much money these guys were making. And a lot of them had zero talent. I'm sorry. Zero talent, but they were making buku money.
I agree.
Their numbers were outrageous on all social media platforms. So I'm saying, what's going on? So I had a conversation with one of the biggest hip hop artists out there in the world today. And he simply said to me, Sharon, pay your way up. Now you take that for what it is.
What did he say?
Pay your way up.
P-A-Y, pay?
P-A-Y, pay your way up.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
It means that they got to pay to get all those things.
Oh, you have to pay to get the numbers.
I think that's what it means because I know
that always was. I mean, years ago, if you were pushing somebody's music.
Exactly. It's never changed. Never changed. It may have put on a new pantyhose. It may put on a new hat. May have changed the shade of lipstick, but it's the same shit. Pay your way up.
Years ago, in order to get your music on a station, you had to grease them good. Give them a lot of money to get your number up there, your song up there.
You still got to do it's like $1 million.
But I thought they outlawed that.
Same way, Ron.
Yeah,
it's still the same way. Same way. I remember when Specialized was done, We had it on vinyl. We're here in America, in New York City. Corey Robbins from Profile Records. I mean, he took the record under his arm and hit the street. We went to club, and sometimes he would take me with him. He would go to the DJ booth, let them know who he was, what he had, and that the artist is in the audience. And whatever else he had in the other hand would be grease the other palm of the DJs. Yeah. And they would spin the records all day long, all night long, and continue to do so. I watched these guys hit the street, and they greased a lot of palms. You help me, I help you. That's the name of the game. I'm not ashamed of it because I know that's what it is. It's like that in everything, in every business. You help me, I help you. You look out for me, I look out for you. And then we have the enemies to watch out for. It's the same everywhere. The only thing is that I say to anyone that loves this industry like we do, first of all, you gotta love what you do. Yes. You gotta love it. You gotta love what you do. Because if you don't, there's so many ugly things, you know, in this industry or in business general. So many ugly things and ugly people and ugly agendas. You have to love what you do. You love what you do. You love yourself. You're happy with you. You're comfortable in your skin. You pay no attention. Stay focused on your goal. Stay focused no matter what.
We're really not in that part of the business. And Jimmy and I, we promote everybody and we don't want anything. We never ask for money or favors. And we have so many friends that really love us and we love them.
That's out of love. That's the key.
I mean, I've met some dreamboats. You know, I was at a party that Jimmy loves this story. And who do I meet? Sister Sledge. Now,
Kathy Sledge. Kathy
Sledge. Listen to me, honey. I'm not dropping names. But listen, Jane Russell was my best friend. I knew Betty Davis very well. Okay, because I had a TV show where I interviewed them all. So celebrity does not excite me or knock me over.
We were at a TV screening for a TV show.
I'm jumping up and down yelling, Jimmy, come over here.
He's making a total fool of himself in front of 500 Pepper.
It's Sister Sledge.
And he's like screaming across the room.
And Kathy's looking at me. I said, no, forgive me, but I love you so much. I love your song. Oh, my God. I was like a kid, a teenager. And here I am like maybe 65 years old, acting like an idiot. Well, Kathy appreciated
70.
70. Kathy loved it so much that we bonded, and I love Kathy Sledge.
She was our first guest on when we went returned from radio to television. She was our very first guest,
and we lived one town away. We lived in Doylestown, and I won't tell you where she lived, but she lived in the next town over from us
in Pennsylvania.
So she was coming to the house for dinner, and she said to me, "Can I bring a friend?" I said, "Absolutely." She said, "Yeah, I'd like to bring Patti LaBelle." Well, I dropped dead. I felt I couldn't even speak. I said, wow, me that talks all the time. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was having a coronary. What the fuck am I going to cook for Patti LaBelle? I mean, she's a great cook. You know, Patti had a cooking show.
Didn't work anyway, though.
Anyway, it never happened because we moved. So when I will see Kathy, I'm going to say, Kathy, let's go to dinner. And you have to bring Patti, because I adore Patti LaBelle, and she knows that. So, but Kathy Sledge is one of the sweetest, nicest.
I bet you know Kathy Sledge,
Do you know Kathy?
I have never met Kathy.
Oh, she's a doll. You would love her. She's just a regular guy. She's a sweetie pie.
You get to work with everybody, though. First of all,
wait. Did you ever work with Tina?
I've not worked with Tina, but I did meet her.
How is she? Nice? No, yeah.
Well, when I met Tina, she was still under the influence of Ike, so she didn't have much to say.
Oh, that's too bad because she's so fabulous.
Too busy getting beat up.
Hold on. So also we have Eileen Shapiro's in the chat room, so give a shout out to Eileen.
Hello, my precious Rainbow Bright.
Yeah, Rainbow Bright.
Yeah.
And she says she's going to be at the show where you're doing with Cece. She's going to be at that show, so she's going to see you.
Where is that show? Let's hear more about it.
That's going to be October 26th at Lehman College in the Bronx.
Oh, I wish I were there. I would be there.
Yeah, that's fun.
We miss all the good stuff. You guys got to come out west. You know, we could use you.
You know we do. It's Cece's on the show, myself, Fonda Ray, Franz Jolie. I believe I'm leaving someone out, but for right now, I do know that so far. But I'm excited because Cece is going to be on the show, and as you know, she just did the TV show Black Girls Rock. Her and Robin S. and Crystal Waters, and they really did rock it. So I'm very anxious to see Cece. And
we've had Cece on the show, and we've had Crystal Waters on the show,
right?
And
I'm waiting for.
And now we have you on the show. It's so exciting.
You have Sharon.
That's right, Sharon Brown.
Well, little by little, I'm meeting all my favorite people, and that makes me happy. But Cece, I wanted to come out west because I'm trying to get her booked here in the Purple Room, and we have to know what she's available. So wouldn't it be nice if we booked you and Cece at the Purple Room?
You have my permission.
And it's in Palm Springs. You'd have to travel. I don't think they'd pay
my permission.
Do you know? Because at Christmas time
I can have your permission.
You have a permission to book?
Okay.
So there was I think there's a book series about the women of disco.
Yeah.
And we had a bunch of the ladies come on the show, and I could have sworn I saw you mentioned with them in that. Were you in a book or a show about the women of disco?
If they mentioned me, it might have been just a little filler line or just a passing thought, because I was never interviewed for the book. I was totally overlooked. But then I did hear from James Arena, who was...
That's it. Okay, there's the guy. Okay.
He did reach out and said at some point he was going to do another volume of disco dance music or whatever, and that he would be interested in putting me in the book. But we never, ever, ever took it any further than that. So I decided, you know what? I've been overlooked so much in this industry since I came out in 82. And I guess it has a lot to do with the fact that I am an American, but I'm a British import. My music was imported back into the United States before the United States even grabbed hold of it. And that happened through Frankie Crocker over at WBLS Radio in New York City, which is my home-based radio station. And once Frankie Crocker broke the record, then the rest of the country followed suit. But I was already a hit in the UK. I was on the Virgin label there, and Richard Branson was my host.
Oh, how cool is that? I mean, you have such experiences. It's just sickening.
Well, that's why you're
good.
So
awesome.
Now, Sharon, what did you think of Donna Summer?
I thought Donna Summer had a great career. She had a great team around her. And I hope with all my heart that she experienced magnanimous joy throughout the career. I just hope that she did. She made some beautiful babies. Her daughters are absolutely drop dead gorgeous. And I just hope everything in the bloodline in Donna's Summer family is still okay. Everyone's thriving. I loved Donna, and she's gone and she's missed, and she had this disco sound on lockdown. I just miss Donna. I love Donna and I miss her. And you
knew her as a friend.
Donna's from the same area that I lived in here in Dorchester, Massachusetts. Her sister, the Gaines family. She has sisters, and her sisters are still involved in music as well, but they're still in Massachusetts as well. And so it was just kind of like we wanted to maybe get us all together that came out of this area. It was the Belle Biv DeVoe, New Kids on the Block, New Edition, Donna Summer, myself, another talent, Larry Wu, Maurice Starr was doing all the producing, 9.9, Margot Thunder. We were all coming out of this black neighborhood in Roxbury, Dorchester, Massachusetts, because I came up to Massachusetts to go to school over at New England Conservatory of Music.
Royalty. I mean, that's total royalty.
That's why you're so well spoken. Now, we have other people we love from Chic. Says Chic. They're two of our sweeties also. We love them.
We met them through Kathy Sledge,
Chic, say Magnifique. I love those girls. They are the sweetest girls in the world.
I did a show with them last year at the Lehman College. It was Disco Explosion, and we're going to do Disco Explosion 2, October 26th. But I've met the girls, worked with them, and yes, they are lovely. But when you mention Chic, for me, it takes me to Specialized in Love, because very few people realize that the keyboard player from Chic Andy Schwartz, is the arranger for I Specialize in Love, and also the keyboardist that plays that beautiful tag that everyone hears as soon as the record drops.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
That's Andy Schwartz from the group Chic. And another little tidbit, all the musicians that play that music we all fell in love with on Specialize in Love is by the group out of Brooklyn called Crown Heights Affair.
Yay.
That's great. From
So
Brooklyn.
you also, though, because you're from
I love you as a guest. My God, you're so full of information. I could be with you for hours.
Also, though,
hours and hours.
because I went on your Wikipedia and I saw that you're the actual niece of Phil Medley, and he co-wrote "Twist and Shout." I mean, you come from royalty, like you're like music royalty before you even started. And I think your father maybe was a famous drummer who worked with a bunch of people, and you've worked with Blood, Sweat, and Tears and Todd Rundgren. I mean, you're like royalty.
Then if your father,
a lot of people don't realize that. I'm so thankful, Jimmy, that you brought all that up. Yes, I didn't just come in with Specialize in Love. I had been putting in the work behind the scenes. I was a CBS songwriter, and my first assignment was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Now, this is the time during when Powell left the group as lead singer. And then we had a new lead singer from Rare Earth, a rock group called Rare Earth. The lead singer is Jerry LaCroix. Jerry joined Blood, Sweat, and Tears. CBS Records directed myself and the producer, Hank Cosby, who was an ex-Motown producer of Stevie Wonder and played the saxophone on many of those records and was famous, but no one knew who he was. But Hank and I produced Blood, Sweat, and Tears album. It's called Mirror's Image. It's the LP with all the eyeballs on the cover. My song is the third song. It's called Love Looks Good on You. And it has the Motown kind of a early sound to it. And Jerry LaCroix sang the hell out of it. I sang the demo for him, and then I did all the background work on that song. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Love Looks Good on You. You can find it on YouTube. And it's a beautiful song. And I was writing about love long time ago, way back in the 70s. Then I started doing background work with Todd. Oh my God, Felix Cavallari. What a joy from the Young Rascals.
How do you remember all these names?
How do you remember all?
I forget Jimmy's name sometimes.
Baby, I just had such beautiful people in my life that gave me so much information. I learned so much about music. And Felix and I, we would hang out in the Bronx when I lived over there in the Pelhams. And Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the horn section, they would come to my living room and we would jam it in there, just writing new music. I'm a musician, so I would really, really, really just find my peace and my joy when I was around creative people. And all these cats were great creators, even though
all these cats, I love that. All these
now
cats.
Listen, I had a good friend, and your father was a drummer. You'll know my friend, Earl Palmer. Did you know Earl Palmer?
The name sounds very familiar, it made me kind of like get goosebumps because my family, one of the family names on my mother's side is Palmer.
Well, Earl Palmer was a studio drummer, and he was probably one of the best in the business. We have friends that are from Pink Floyd, and all those guys respect and know Earl. Everybody in the rock business know. So you must have heard Earl Palmer. You had to.
I probably have, but you have to understand my dad, Al Brown, William Brown, he was a drummer, but my father was a jazz enthusiast. His roots were jazz. His favorite, he loved saxophonists, and he loved Gene Rollins, and he loved Cannonball Adderley. And matter of fact, it was my father's request that when I went to Los Angeles to try to pursue my music career, that I look up Cannonball Adderley. My father told me not to bother to try to look for R&B stars, R&B, none of that. He said, go and find the real cats that know the real music. Because
I love cats.
That's what my daddy says. So I went to LA, I met Cannon. Cannon took me under his arm, under his wing, and loved every bit of the music that I presented to him. And he said to me, after a few meetings, he said to me, Sharon, I will produce your album when I get back from the gig in Phoenix. And I was on cloud 9, happy. I called Daddy. I said, Daddy, Cannon said he will do it. He loves the music and he loves one of your favorite songs because it was a swing type song. And my father loves swinging. So
I love swing too.
Yeah. So Cannon said, okay, Sharon, we'll be in business when I get back from Phoenix. So he went on to Phoenix to do his show there. And I'm anxiously waiting on him to come back in LA. And in the middle of the night, I get a phone call from some chick that right now I think she's the most wicked. But anyway, she calls me. She calls me on the phone and says to me in a very facetious voice and tone, Sharon, have you heard? I said, no, heard what? I was asleep. What did I miss? She says, Cannon is dead.
Oh, no.
And I couldn't even, I was speechless. And she said, did you hear me? Cannon is dead. And I said, what? Yeah, he's dead. Now what are you going to do?
Oh, my God. What a terrible, evil person.
Did you ever smack her around?
I never saw her again because my divine guardians would not allow me to go to jail.
That's right. That's right. Now, did you ever meet Diana Ross?
Oh, my God. Here we go with the Diana story. Let me give you this one. Oh, I love this. Let me tell you, years ago, a single mom, I have a best girlfriend named Shirley. We both have kids and no man. And we're really trying to do this thing on our own. But we're just like, oh, my God, we're never going to do anything because we're young mothers and we're not going anywhere. And we were on welfare. So I get the bright idea. Let's save up our welfare money as much as we can and give after parties at night on the weekend and save all that money and take a trip to Los Angeles. Well, long story short, we did it. We booked a trip for 1 week in San Francisco, 1 week in Los Angeles. We get to San Francisco. I'm thinking it's California, sunshine, blue skies, and heat. I get to San Francisco. I'm wearing a poncho, see-through net with gladiator boots. It was freezing. I was freezing my ass off when I got off.
San
I said,
is
what
cold.
the hell? This is California. What is this? It was freezing. So long story short, we ran around San Francisco for a minute. Then we went into LA. We get to LA. I start meeting all these people. I end up over at the Motown studio. Stevie Wonder's recording Talking Book. I think it was Talking Book at the time, or Life in the Key of Life.
Something in the Key of Life.
Yeah, that one. So we're watching Stevie, and we meet Stevie. We meet T-Boy, Arthur Ross, Diana's oldest brother. Then we meet her other brother, Fred. Then Fred says, hey, come with me. Let's go to Diana's house. Oh, yeah, we're going. So we go over to Maple Drive in Hollywood, in Beverly Hills. Diana's not home. I don't know what's going on. The gate's all locked up. Fred gets the right idea to jump over the fence. He jumps over the fence. Diana has Doberman Pinscher dogs over there. So I guess they knew Fred because Fred was back there wrestling with the dogs. All we could do was hear him. Finally, he opens the gate. He lets me and my girlfriend in. It's a beautiful spread. We're at the pool. 2 nice bathrooms out there with buckets of swimsuits for males, swimsuits for females. At the time, I was almost 200 pounds. I tell you, I swear I was a big girl. And I couldn't find a damn bathing suit in Diana's basket to fit me. I mean, all the suits would only wrap around one of my arms. So I said, what the hell is this? So I found this beautiful satin pink scarf, long. I wrapped it around and made it a suit. So now we're out there in the pool having a good time. My girlfriend can't swim. Fred's drunk. He jumps in the pool, bumps his head. He comes up bleeding. All of a sudden, the lights come on in the pool. Somebody's in the house. We look. It's Miss Ernestine, Diana Ross's mother. Now we're busted in the pool. I'm like, oh shit, what are we gonna do now? So she called Fred, and Fred's explaining that these 2 women he has with them are harmless. We're good people. We're friends, and one of them is into music, which was me. So she says, okay. She invites us in the house. Oh my God! I get in the house, the kitchen, the room off of the pool. was decorated in the bright yellow and white plaid wallpapers, big stainless steel appliances, this big mural of the Supremes painted on the wall, white. The bathroom, I had to go use the bathroom. You know that trick. Can I use the bathroom, please? So I go in to use the bathroom, and it's all black. The ceiling, the walls, the floor, shiny black. And the only color in there was lemon-shaped soap. I thought it was fabulous, fabulous. So I'm like in my glory. Then the phone call comes. It's Diana Ross. She cusses her brother out for all he's worth for having strangers in her house. And she was giving birth to her first child, Rhonda. Holy shit! What a lucky break we got! She gives birth to Rhonda, and she asked her mom to bring my girdle. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. It's my personal story of Diana Ross. Never met the lady, but I loved her mom. I met her mom and her brothers. And I was in her home, and she has a beautiful home, and I know she likes pork chops.
I love your laugh. You have the greatest laugh.
You have got to come back on this show, or I will quit the business, because you are one hell of a person. You are a fabulous character and a great talent and a good guest, probably one of our best. Now let's go on. I'm trying to think of. We have a story. A very good friend of ours, Ozzy, comes to our house for dinner. And she said, may I bring a friend? And I said, of course you could bring a friend. And they brought this lovely lady, a black lady, who I thought maybe was imprisoned for a long time because she didn't give her name and she wouldn't talk about herself. And I thought this is kind of rude and weird that I'm feeding this woman at my dinner table and she's not telling us who she is or what she's all about. So I'm assuming she could have been a nun or something, or she was in jail for many years. And finally, after
dinner and lots of drinks,
she said to me and Jimmy, I really like you guys and I can trust you. So I'm going to tell you who I am. And I said, well, who are you? And she said,
I forgot.
What's his name's wife?
I know.
The Motown guy.
She was a Gordy.
Gordy. She's Gordy. Do you know who she is?
Not Barry Gordy, but the other Gordy, the brother Gordy.
She was married to Barry Gordy's brother. She's a Gordy. You know who she is. A stunningly looking woman in her 70s, way out.
Looking for the pictures.
Way out. You have to know her. What was her first name?
I forgot.
The only Gordys that I met was Anna and Gwen. Gwen was the real Gordy that I actually sat down and broke bread with and got information. Gwen Gordy invited me to her home. And
this one lives in Las Vegas. She lives in Las Vegas. She's invited us to her home in Vegas whenever we're there.
Anna? That's a Gordy. That's a real Gordy. Anna.
Yeah, real Gordy.
Yeah, she was married to Barry Gordy's brother. Barry Gordy was her brother.
Gordy. No, we have the wrong person. Anna is a Gordy.
Anna is a Gordy. There's not married to a Gordy.
Oh, no. This one was married to the brother.
Okay.
I can't think of her name, but she's a sweetheart. And I said to her,
why? Then she was telling us the most fabulous stories.
Oh, about Diana Ross, what a bitch she was. She's not a fan.
I've never met Diana personally, but I know that Diana has the reputation of being a bitch. But I don't feed into it because she's never bitched me. You know what I'm saying? She's never.
I agree. I agree.
I'll wait till I get bitched by her before I'll speak.
I agree.
I agree. But we've had some really interesting people. But I thought she was the most fascinating because and I told her, I said, I thought you were in prison for many years. And she went hysterical, laughing. She said, well, you know what it is. When I go out and I tell them who I am, everybody starts to sing. I said,
everybody wants to hit.
They audition. And I said to her, no, I'm an actor and a comedian. I don't sing. So she told us who she was. But she was a sweetie pie.
We've been very fortunate, though. I want to bring up one other thing real quick, too, because you have another song, and I listened to it, and then I did some research, and they said it was a huge underground hit even though I don't even know if it was formally released, and it's called Family Tree that you helped write and you sing on. Tell us a little bit about that.
Family Tree was a song. I was in a group years ago before I got a hit record. I was working for CBS Records, actually, just before that. And I was in a group called Rainbow.
Yeah.
And it was Charles Green, guitarist, Chuck Parham on bass, Dorian McGee on drums, Ronnie Bishop on keys, and myself, lead singer. And Ronnie, the keyboard player, came to me once in New York, and he had a little melody and a little structure of a song, and it was Family Tree. And it was very, very, very Sly Stone. It was very, very in the vein of Sly.
Love Sly.
Yeah, I'll give you a good story about Sly.
It's a family affair.
Yes, it is. And so when I got the song from Ronnie, I took it and I finished the lyric and changed it and rearranged it and just made it a real song. And then I went to California. I ran into Norman Whitfield, who became my mentor. And we recorded the song in LA. I was on the jogging track and I was jogging while they were in the studio putting the song together, and I completely forgot there was session time. I remembered at the last minute, so I didn't have time to go and change. So I ran into the studio full of sweat, full on my sweatsuit. I was a sweaty mess. Ran into the booth. I sang the lead, sang the horn part so the horn players could play it. We got it done, and I left LA, never looked back. Next thing I know, Norman had released it on Whitfield Records. It started floating around. The next thing I know, the DJ got hold of it. I forgot his name, Fatboy Slim. He got hold of it, remixed it, put some congos on it. It became a huge, huge underground hit in the UK. It became a song for a movie. It was doing a lot of things, and I'm saying, well, okay, it's doing all these things, but where's the money at? So that song was the very first hit, underground hit, and I've had people come to me and ask me to, license it out, which I have done on several occasions. What I'm seeing is that it's not generating. I'm a BMI writer, and BMI is not tracking Family Tree or any of my music the way it should. And so I have a problem with BMI, and I'm trying now to switch over to ASCAP as a publisher, and I'll write under a different name and go put it in ASCAP, because BMI, I've been with BMI since the 70s, and they haven't generated $1,000 yet.
That's terrible, especially
now,
with the big hits you have.
Is that the same as Family Affair, the song?
No,
it's not.
It's not Family Affair, but Family Tree. It was very Sly Stone-ish, and I changed it. And then actually I was going to see if I can get it to Sly to sing, but I wrote something else for Sly. I had been under Norman Whitfield's wing for a while over at Fort Knox Studio in California. And I think it was Warner Brothers. They were going to do a new album on Sly and the Family Stone, and they needed some new music. And at the time, Motown got involved. Motown, David, the producer over there, or Mark Davis, that's was his name, Mark Davis. And he was producing The Temptations, Standing on Shaky Ground. And they were getting into that funk sound. So I wrote a song for Sly. If you remember, when Sly did that record, There's a Riot Going On, that album with the big American flag on the cover. If you remember, if you ever look at the song listings of that LP, there was one song called There's a Riot Going On, but there was no song. It was just a title and blank sheet music, no song. Yeah, that's Sly for you. So I said, okay, let me pick that up. So I took the title, There's a Riot Going On, and I actually filled in the music blank. And I filled in the song, the music, and the lyric, and I played bass on it because I play different instruments for different sounds.
How many instruments do you play? Oh no, we lost her. What happened? Scott.
Oh, Scott, get her back.
We only have
someone tried to call me. Anyway.
Oh wait, hit the video button again. Hit the video button again. We lost you.
No, we're there. We got her. We got her.
We don't have her.
You don't see her?
No.
We
don't have her.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
Hold up. Whoa.
All right, yeah, I had her, so I don't know. That's weird.
Hey, I see
There we
you
go.
guys.
You got
Now
her now?
I see you. Now
All
we
right.
see
Almost.
you. Almost. Well,
Well,
now
we
you're
see your
standing in
finger.
front of the camera.
We
And we
see.
see your
wait a
finger.
Oh, we see her house.
Oh, yeah.
We know where you live.
How about now?
You got to turn
You
the
got
camera
me?
around because now we see you outside the windows of your house.
Oh, now, how did I do that? I'm telling you, wait a minute. Let's do this again.
You have to reverse it.
Yeah, hit the little button that flips the screen around to the other way.
So we see you and not the windows.
That's hilarious.
The windows are pretty, but you're prettier.
We see, though, how you say so thin and beautiful, though, with all your workout equipment and your weights and your treadmill.
I don't know what I'm doing. Can you see me?
No, but we see your gym equipment.
We see your gym equipment. There we go.
There you are.
Yay!
Well, I can't see you because I turned the phone around.
We only have a couple minutes anyway.
I just wanted to ask you one more question. My favorite
Okay,
group,
I'm looking at the back of the phone. Shoot.
Okay.
my favorite group of all groups of the 80s was DeBarge. And I know they broke up, and one of them, I believe, has passed away. But somehow DeBarge is coming back, and I don't understand that. Yeah, I read it all. Yeah, the group DeBarge is reuniting, and they're coming back.
They just reunite and they replace those people who.
The guy who passed away. Did you know DeBarge? I love DeBarge.
I never met DeBarge, but I knew their music and I've watched their stories on Unsung. But they should. It's easy. It's no rocket science. That's family. That's bloodline. That's bloodline. Of course they're going to reunite. Of course they would do that. We have no idea when it would take place.
Well, I heard that they're supposedly doing something now, and I can't wait. I thought you would know about it.
Well, no, I don't know about it, and rightfully so, because loose lips sink ships.
There you go.
You're right. And then we have another buddy we like.
Wait.
Wait. Central Park. What's his name? The actor who was married to the soap opera woman. The hell was his name? He sings Love is a Beautiful Thing.
Oh, Leon. He doesn't think disco.
No, but Leon. Do you know Leon from Love is a Beautiful Thing?
No, Leon is a famous.
I met him at a club. Yeah, I met him. Yeah, briefly after a club. I had someone invited me to a club in the village to put Madonna on before she became famous, and asked me to appear so that Madonna could do her thing, and I did. And Leon was there. And Madonna took off, and they still owe me $750.
Oh my God!
Leon owes you $750.
No, not Leon.
Oh, Madonna.
Oh, Madonna. Well, she's a putana anyway. But Leon is a friend of ours. I'll have to talk about that when I see him.
Anyway, hold on. So everybody, this is Sharon Brown.
Sharon, I love you.
She's so fabulous. So
can I turn the phone around so I can see you?
You can turn it around because I want to just make sure everybody. So what show you have October? When is the Disco Experience 2? October 28th?
No. October 26th.
October 26th. Do you have any other shows before that you want to tell anybody about?
You just missed September 21st. I just left Staten Island, the St. George Theater. The video clips are all over Facebook and Instagram. You'll see a little bit of the show. I was blown away by the love that I received in Staten Island. It was so much so that I said, maybe I should move back home because I'm thinking about moving back to New York, but I can't imagine living any other place than Staten Island now. Because
where are you living now?
I'm in the South Shore of Massachusetts. I'm in Kennedy territory, baby.
Oh, well, that's rough. That's very rough.
You totally need to get your laugh recorded and get people to use your laugh for stuff. It's fabulous.
Listen, Sharon.
Yes, baby.
No bullshit. This is an honest, swear to God invitation. If ever you come to LA and Palm Springs, you will call me, please. I will cook you the most fabulous Italian dinner, and we will have a wonderful evening. We'll get drunk. We'll sing. We have the piano. I have recording equipment here. Microphones. We do a whole show. We will have a ball. I love you. I think you're fabulous. Your career has been stupendous. You know all the people you should know. And thank you again for your music. And God bless you. You're a sweetie pie.
Oh, thank you, Ron, so much. And I'm going to take you up on that Italian dinner because
No,
I love
seriously.
food.
And
I love it.
don't forget to hug and kiss Cece for me.
I most certainly will. I'll hug and kiss her, and we'll take a video and send it to you. I promise.
There you go. We also want to thank Soho Johnny because it's the classic this summer disco experience that you performed at. That was Soho Johnny's party that you met Eileen, which enabled Eileen to introduce you to us to have you on the show. So we want to thank Eileen Shapiro. We want to thank Soho Johnny, and we want to thank you for being such a fabulous guest. We wish you all the luck in the world.
One thing. You know, Sharon, we have almost 5 million people watching this show right now. I want to send the word out. Disco is not dead. Let's keep it going because it's a fabulous music. It was a fabulous time. And listen, and look at the wonderful people who did disco. So tell your friends, encourage everybody. Let's have disco. Let's play it. Let's dance to it. Let's enjoy it. Let's bring back the love that we had in disco.
There you go. All right, Sharon. Thank you so much, Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
We'll talk to you soon. If you need anything, you let us know. Bye-bye, honey.
Hugs and kisses.
Thank you. Love you. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you more, Sharon.
Yay.
What is
Eileen, Johnny.
I love that laugh so much. It's so great.
What
All right,
a
everybody.
lovely, lovely, lovely human being she is. I am so happy when I meet people like this. They make my day. She makes me happy. I like to be happy.
All right,
lovely,
everybody.
Lovely person.
So
lovely.
Listen up, you guys. We got to do a quick commercial, and then we got to call our next guest. But we want to thank everybody who tunes in every week, and we're on about 150 platforms, but these are our main ones, and we want to thank everybody for listening on them. So you can hear us weekly on our home station of W4CY Radio. That's Wednesdays from 12 to 2 Pacific time, 3 to 5 Eastern time. You can hear us on K4HD Radio in LA, Hit 1069 FM in New York, Jackalope Radio in St. Louis. We're on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, Audio Boom, Podomatic, Spreaker, Apple TV, and Podbean. And to watch the videos and see the television, you can see us on YouTube, Celebra Media, VIP TV, Comcast, Roku, and Vimeo. Yay, I'm out of breath.
You should be.
And B. Claudia joined us earlier, so we want to say hi to B. Claudia from Germany because she joined us, and everybody in the chat room seemed to love it.
But everybody out there, young, old, or whatever, if you're not familiar with disco, if you've never danced to it or listened to it, they have it on television where for like $100 you get millions and millions of disco recordings of the greatest performers of disco. Disco music is an era. It's not even a music anymore. It's a part of history. And I'm happy that I was a part of it. The thrill of going to Studio 54 with my friends from Brooklyn and dancing to Donna Summers and the greats and the smoke coming down and the crazy things that they had falling from the ceiling and the wild stuff that went on at Studio 54. We only loved each other. Nobody hated. Nobody was writing on Facebook about beware of this one or negativity. Everybody was positive back then. Of course, everybody was loaded, but that's okay. They're loaded today on pot, which is legal. But back then, it was a happy time. Disco music makes you happy because it's a happy sound. So please promote it. Buy it.
Go on Spotify and stream it.
And stream it. Yeah, tell everybody that we have to have disco again. Disco may save our country. I know it sounds weird, but disco music is magic.
Absolutely. All right, so Scotty J.
Yeah, man.
Do we have Scott DiCarlo online? I mean, not on the line, but do we have him on? You see him there? Because I think we'll play his video, What I Didn't Do, and then we'll call.
Scott's online.
Okay, so Danielle, do you have the video for Scott DiCarlo, What I Didn't Do?
Yes.
All right, so you guys both have it, so we'll play it on Enjoy, and then Scott, you can call Scott. That was funny. All right, everybody. So our next guest is going to be the fabulous country superstar Scott DiCarlo. Right now, we're going to get him on the line, so we're going to play his music video for the song What I Didn't Do. Here it is. I hope you guys like it. Enjoy.
I set every lipstick napkin on on fire. Erased every number and picture in my phone. They're gone, gone, long gone. There's demons in whiskey and those backstage kind of girls. Temptation's a strong wind and it's blowing through our world. I know what I do is hard on you. If you only knew what I didn't do, all the times that I say no, all the places I won't go. If you could only see how much you mean to me, I wouldn't get the hell I get from you for what I didn't do. What makes you think that I'm not in love? And what do I do to not deserve your trust? I want you to know you're way more than enough. If you only knew what I didn't do, all the times that I say no, all the places I won't go. If you could only see how much you mean to me, I wouldn't get the hell I get from you. I can hold this shot of whiskey and never throw it back. I can light that cigarette and watch it burn and never take a drag. If you only knew what I didn't do, all the times that I say no, all the places I won't go. If you could only see how much you mean to me, I wouldn't get the hell I get from you. Oh, why do I get the hell I get from you for what I didn't do? I set every lipstick napkin on fire.
All right, we
Yay!
are back. We are live.
All right, everybody, that was Scott DiCarlo's What I Didn't Do. What a fabulous country ballad. Everybody in the chat room is like loving it too. Scott, say something. Let's make sure we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
There you go. All right.
That's saying something. Okay.
No, hold on. We do the intro.
Move it up. Speed it up.
That's fine.
I'm
Just
getting
relax.
fucking bored.
That's all right. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented superstar country artist Scott DiCarlo. Hello and welcome to the show.
What's happening, guys?
Let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with my...
still doing the bullshit.
Okay, don't mess it up. When Comcast calls, I can't just send them a thing with a guy on there and they have no idea who he is. Now we got to do it all over again.
No, we don't. Just
yes, we got to do.
Introduce.
No, we're going to do it again because it's got to be good for the things.
Here we go.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented superstar country artist Scott DiCarlo. Hello and welcome to the show.
I liked it better the first time.
Oh, well. Anyway, I'm going to probably keep both of them in it. There you go.
So you're DiCarlo from New Jersey. You're Italian.
Wait, does he know who you are? This is Ron Russell. Say hi.
I know Ron. Everybody knows Ron.
Of course. So you're DiCarlo from New Jersey. You got to be Italian.
A little bit.
What do you mean a little bit?
Just a little bit.
DiCarlo is Italian name. DiCarlo?
Yeah, a little bit. My mom remarried, so I took my stepfather's name. But my father is Polish Lithuanian, but there's Italian in the family too.
Oh, okay. Well, you're forgiven.
Ron's Italian, in case you couldn't figure that one out.
From Brooklyn.
So hold on. Say hi. Say hi to Scotty J. He's the man behind the boards.
Hi, Scotty.
Yo, Scott. I hope you have a good stiff drink.
Oh no! I'm drinking Pedialyte.
Looks like whiskey to me.
It's Pedialyte, man. I spent the day with a 24-hour virus yesterday, so I'm trying to replenish myself.
You gotta love it. Then we have the lady.
Was she good?
Oh God, no! I wish it was something like that.
Then we have the lady behind the boards in W4CY, Danielle. Say hi to Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Hello and welcome to the show.
Oh, she gave you her fuck me voice.
She's the one who's got the lady boner.
Yeah, no, that's her fuck me voice.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so,
she gave you that voice.
Yeah, you got lucky.
That voice means that voice means you're in, no problem.
Yeah,
all right.
Then we have a chat room.
Meet her and it's over.
Say hi to everybody in the chat room, and then you got a space special hi because Eileen's in the chat room.
Hi, Eileen. Hi, everybody.
There you go. You gotta
now answer me a question. How does a guy from New Jersey have such a country western accent and voice? Because you don't sound like Jersey City.
I don't know if I have a country accent.
Absolutely, you sound like a shit kicker when you sing. Absolutely, you sound country. There's no Jersey there at all.
I don't know. Probably. I started going back and forth to Nashville in like 2008. I moved there in 2011, 2012, and I guess just being there maybe. But I don't
pick up the act because you sound like South Texas.
Okay.
Well, at least your music's good. I mean, I wouldn't want you to have a Jersey Turnpike accent singing country.
No,
that would be like me singing country.
I don't think I ever had that though.
A Jersey accent.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You were born in Jersey?
I was, yeah.
Then you have the accent. You're just hiding it.
That's possible.
I can hide my Brooklyn accent. I can speak quite easily, like they do in theater or television. But I lose my Brooklyn accent.
When you get angry, it comes out, right? Because I'm told when I get angry.
Tired. How about when you're tired?
Yeah, maybe. But when
tired and angry. Yeah, it comes out when he's angry too.
Yeah, but when I'm tired, I slur my words. It's like, yeah, get over here. I can't do it no more. Get over here. Who fuck gives a shit about vowels?
So, all right, everybody, listen up. First of all, if you want to follow Scott DeCarlo, he is on Twitter. It's at Scott DeCarlo, ScottDeCarlo. On Instagram and Facebook, he's Scott DeCarlo Music. And Scott is an up and coming country music superstar.
He's a good singer.
He's very good. He's had 2 Billboard Top 100 hits. One of them is called "Having a Good Time." The other one is called "I See Trouble Coming." You just heard the song we played a minute ago called "What I Didn't Do," and last week we played something too that was really good.
Okay, so now what is a guy from New Jersey? When does he get balls to go out and become a country singer? I mean, what nerve?
I had been writing songs for years and not really knowing what to do with them. So I dealt with a couple of different producers, and the producers that I had been working with said, each one of them, hey man, this is really country type of music. You should really be recording this stuff in Nashville. And, I was ignorant to what Nashville was really. And, I met somebody who inadvertently invited me down in Nashville to do some songwriting, and we did a couple demos together, and it just kind of naturally flowed. But it was never a conscious decision to go, hey, I want to play country music, until I was there, and I kind of got bitten by the bug, so to speak. Like it's just a completely different type of.
But you're so good at it.
Thank you.
That's what I don't get. Do you think in a past life you were a South Texan?
I don't know as much as I like to write the truth, and I'm told that country music is 3 chords and the truth. So maybe that's why.
You don't think it's the spirit coming through of another person bringing you this? Because I know a lot of performers that believe that. They believe that they actually can feel the prior life, and it shows. Look at these little kids, 4 years old, playing concert piano. I mean, tell me about that.
Prodigies.
No, they're not prodigy. These are spirit. These are people that are dead, and they came back in the kid.
So hold on. So go back though. So because it says in your bio that you were a police officer. You were a sergeant police officer
a cop.
in
Give
New
me a
Jersey,
break.
which that's what I told Danielle, and that's when the lady boner went up. She has this thing for cops. So cop country
She bangs
singers.
every cop in
She
California.
has sex with all the
She
the
loves
cops.
California.
And so then,
cops.
so you stopped being a police officer. How long were you a police officer?
20 years.
20 years?
How
You don't
old
look
are
old
you?
enough.
Yeah, what the fuck are you?
I'll tell you how old I am. Asking an artist how old he is like asking a woman.
Yeah, but you're like spring chicken. You're another old bag. 20 years on the force, and let's figure 20. He was 20. That's 40. You're about 45 years old.
No, probably 40. 38. No, maybe it was like 18. Either way.
Yeah,
so you look terrific. You look like you got that whole country superstar thing going. You decided, okay, I'm a police officer, but I like to write country music, so now I'm going to...
Did you ever shoot anybody?
No.
You never killed anyone?
That's not a nice question.
Well, if I was a cop, I would kill a lot of people.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, yes, I would.
Cops go to jail. You can't just kill people.
I would plant a gun on him and say he was going to shoot me first. Hey, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn.
Do not
we did those things.
Yeah, listen, Ron, you're not allowed to join the community policing program, okay?
But coming from Brooklyn, they did that shit. You know, the cops would shoot somebody, and then they put a gun in his hand. That was a gun that they had laying around from who knows where.
So hang on. Okay, so hold on, though. Go on. Okay, so first
wait,
of all...
Wait, one of the, did you give tickets to people?
Of course.
Not
Shut
in,
up, Jimmy.
Not in years.
But I mean, when you were a cop, did you give speeding tickets?
Of course.
I hated you.
Hey, listen, I always did it with a smile.
Oh, thank you. You should unzip your pants. That would have been better. Because what's her name? Danielle would have been happy to get a ticket. Right, Danielle? This show gets dirty.
I know, but I don't want to get dirty. I want to talk about his music.
I want to talk about his music too, because it's good music. I like it.
So his website, you guys, is scottdicarlo.com. He shared the stage with Lee Brice, Chris Young, Tyler Farr, Granger Smith, Scotty McCreery, who I've actually met Scotty McCreery, Easton Corbin, Chris Jansen. Oh, I have to put glasses on. Chris Jansen and Aaron Lewis, who I actually met. Aaron Lewis, that's the same Aaron Lewis from Stained, right? Who does country now. So I met him when he was in Stained.
Yeah.
So you've had quite a lot of accolades. You have 2 Billboard hits. Now you have a brand new song that you co-wrote with Michael Schneider. I want to say hi to Michael since he's part of it. The name of the song is Share the Morning Light. We're going to play it. We're going to have you introduce it in a few minutes, and we're going to play it for people. But tell us a little bit about the song.
Michael called me up one day and said that he had the makings of a song that he wanted me to collaborate with him on, and I was honored to do so. So I jumped a plane, went out to Indiana, and we just penned it out. And it's something that started out a little different, but it turned out to be this beautiful little love song, you know, about somebody who just wants to make their way home to their sweetheart, you know, after working all week because, you know, they had to kind of take a job somewhere else, you know, to make the ends meet, you know.
So talking about sweetheart, do you have one?
I do.
How long are you with her?
Just a few months.
Oh, like how many months?
Maybe 3 or so, 3 or 4.
3 or 4 months? And who'd you have before that?
No, don't talk about that. You can't talk about that.
I can talk about whatever I want.
I know, but I want to play the song.
We're going to play the song first. I got to get some dirt.
I was married and divorced.
That's where I'm going. So you were married and divorced. Does the new girl like you?
She hasn't been around long enough to not like me.
Okay, good. Does she like your fucking music? That's important.
She does like my music, yeah.
Okay, then maybe you're going to marry her. All right, let's hear
hold on. No,
let's hear your song.
Wait a second. Hold on. So Scotty J, do you guys both have the song?
Yep.
Share the Morning Light. Danielle, you got it, right? Danielle. She's jerking off.
She's masturbating.
Hey, Scott, you're thinking about that stiff drink now, aren't you?
Danielle's got the vibrator.
Danielle, you have it, right?
No, when Danielle's vibrator goes on, her mic goes off.
All right, so we're going to do it on Enjoy then, and I'm going to let him introduce it.
Right, Danielle? When your vibrator's on, your mic turns off?
Absolutely. You can't have the zzz sound.
Of course not. So you like what you like?
So
this,
Scott, here's what
you like this guy?
I mean, he's gorgeous. I can't say no. And he sings
now if you met him, would you spend the night with him?
I mean, a lady never kisses and tells.
I know, but you're not always a lady.
Yeah, look, a lady doesn't have to kiss or tell. All she has to do is suck.
Oh, that's terrible. Don't say
Not
that.
lady when it counts, okay? But
All right, so
in that
I don't mean that kind of suck. I mean sucks, like bad. Like that kind,
Yeah, right you did, Ron. Right
Yeah,
you did.
Jimmy has such a filthy mind.
anyway, so Scott, what you're going to do is you introduce the song. At the end of it, you say enjoy, because enjoy is the key word for them to hit the button to play it.
Okay.
All right, let's go for it.
Here we go. Share the morning light.
Now we don't hear it.
Punch on out, this boy's gone. Paid my dues, now Friday's on. In a hurry, I'm really trying. Every stoplight's got me dying. I've been waiting to get to you, a teddy bear holding a red rose, riding shotgun all wrapped in a bow. I'm sending selfies so you know. Me and Teddy are on the go, and we're driving to you. Through small towns, them dirty back roads, shortcuts, any way I can go. I'll drive all night so we can share the morning light. I took a job in Greenville. You live down in Louisville. That's life, that's love, and I can never show you enough. So I'm driving to you. Through small towns, them dirty back roads, shortcuts, any way I can go. I'll drive all night so we can share the morning light. I can't wait to pull in your drive and see that sun bouncing off your eyes. I know you're waiting. I'm coming to you. 'Cause next to you's where my heart resides. I'll keep on driving on through this night. I know you're waiting. I'm coming to you. Through small towns, them dirty back roads, shortcuts, any way I can go. I'll drive all night so we can share the morning light. Through small towns, them dirty back roads, shortcuts, any way I can go. I'll drive all night so we can share the morning light.
Hey, we're back, right?
We are back. We're live.
All right, everybody, that was Share the Morning Light by Scott DiCarlo, who's on the line right now. Everybody in the chat room saying that they love it. They can hear it on country radio any day, and you have a built for country voice.
Cool.
That is a good voice, and that is a good song. And country's not my favorite, as you all know. But his I could listen to. Some of it's too nasal twanging. I mean, too hicky for me. Some of the country. Don't you think so? I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They say things like, and then she came down and going on and going over the mountain going down there. What the hell are they talking about? At least yours I can understand. And you have a good voice. Let me tell you, you're a good singer. Do you ever sing other stuff? Like ballads or anything?
We played a ballad before when we called him.
Who could hear? I don't hear shit on this show.
You heard it. You plugged us in and you listened to it. And we talked about what a great ballad it was, right? But when he was on the line.
No, not that kind of ballad.
He did say he was high, Jimmy. He said he was high.
No, I'm not meaning that ballad song. I'm meaning like a Frank Sinatra ballad.
Oh.
That kind of.
I guess I could. I haven't, but I guess
the
I could.
the classics. I'm talking like a Johnny Mathis song or a Frank Sinatra song.
I have not, but I could probably.
Do you know who Johnny Mathis is?
I do.
Okay.
Of course he knows Johnny Mathis.
You never
Johnny
know.
Mathis is the only performer that can hold a note forever, clear and clean as a whistle, without losing it or vibrating.
All right, so here, let's go back to this now. All right, so that was Share the Morning Light, you guys. First of all, it's available on all digital download platforms. It's also available on all the streaming platforms. So stream it. He's got a music video that's going to be coming out soon, and we want everybody to watch it.
Also, it had nice words.
Yes.
I like the lyrics. Some lyrics stink, but your lyrics are good.
Thank you.
So do you write the music or the lyrics, or who did what
wrote the
between you and
lyrics?
Michael? Or you both do both?
Who wrote the lyrics for this?
Believe it or not, Michael came up with the music for that song, and we collaborated on the lyrics.
Okay, there you go. I love
They're
it.
good lyrics. Lyrics are so important. You know, I'm 100. In my day, lyrics made the song. And the lyrics were very important in those days to tell you how much you love the person you're with and stuff.
Yeah.
We've lost lyrics in music. I mean, I could tell a story. Jimmy could tell it better of that guy you were managing or you knew, the black fella from
Tito Jackson.
Tito Jackson did a song. You want to hear the lyrics?
Sure.
Tell him the lyrics.
Get it, baby.
That's meaningful.
That's it. They said, get it, baby.
That's all he said.
They said, get it, baby, and they said, get it, baby, about, I don't know, 600 times in the song.
That was the lyric. Get
And,
it, baby.
And there was either 6 or 8 people credited as the writers to the song.
For the lyricist, okay? It took
But let me ask you, did Danielle feel good about the song?
We didn't have him on the show. So
No. She probably would have said, okay. I got it.
Wait, let's say because basically you've got some great accomplishments. You've accomplished great things. Because you're not a household name, you're still on your way up.
Well, he's going to be big because his music is clean and nice and normal. And country people like that. They don't like jazz, fooling around stuff. It's real.
Well, it tells a
real
story.
country.
I mean, the country music tells a story.
It's not hick.
Of course not.
But
let me finish
some
talking.
Some of it is so hick.
That's okay.
No, I don't like the.
Do you
hick
like
one.
the really hicky country music, or who are some of your country music influences that if you're listening to the radio, who do you listen to? Or if you're going on Spotify, who would you listen to?
I like a lot of the old Tim McGraw stuff.
Yes.
The older Garth Brooks. I'm really not.
Garth Brooks. Yeah.
I'm not too fond of the newer stuff from Garth Brooks, but his older music was very inspirational for me. Kenny Chesney, a lot of the older stuff, but some of his newer stuff is really cool. Waylon Jennings, obviously.
Yeah.
Waylon Jennings.
You're naming all
awesome.
the biggies. These are the really super people. You don't like the nasal twangers, right?
No, well, you know what? Maybe the only nasal twanger, maybe Hank Williams Jr. He was accused of being a nasal twanger.
Yeah, he wasn't one of my favorites.
But I like him. I love his stuff, and Willie Nelson.
Oh well,
actually, Willie Nelson was the one that was accused of being a nasal twanger.
Definitely, but he's the king of country.
But he is, yeah.
I never was a fan of his. You know who I liked very much from my day? I can't think of her name. She's so famous. I go out walking after midnight, out in the sunshine, out in the moonlight. The famous girl,
I don't know.
Famous one, famous.
I know, but that doesn't
country
mean...
singer of the 1950s.
Actually, Beal know who it is.
Oh my God, she's so famous.
Actually, Danielle just texted me that she's going to put all your music in. She's going to download
somebody
your
help
music.
me out with this because I did something and I have to credit her. It's not nice.
Well, if you can't remember,
they made movies about her. She's the best country singer ever.
Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline.
There you
How
go.
could I forget her name? Now, Patsy Cline did good country. She twanged every now and then, but she did good country in my day. I like
twanged every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then there was a little bit of a twang.
Lo, do you like any of the like a Carrie Underwoody kind of like person, or who are some females?
No,
that
the
you
new
like?
one, the new one stinks.
Please don't answer.
No, Miranda Lambert.
Okay.
Is cool. I like Carrie Underwood. Some of Carrie Underwood's stuff is really good. She got an incredible voice. But I not really. I can't think of any female country artist that is really
Winona.
Somebody that I don't consider her a newer country artist. I consider her somebody. She's
been around forever. I was talking. I was talking about kind of like.
Well, that's what I like about your country music. It's not today's junk. You have a classic sound to your music. It sounds like good country that I know. And that's what I like it. We've had some artists on that were country of today, and it didn't even sound like country. It sounded, I don't know what the hell it sounded like. It sounded like jazz combined with something with a ukulele. I don't know.
Country music today is becoming a melting pot. So
what's with it?
Every genre is in country music because country is they're trying to compete with pop music, right? So they're becoming the new pop. Like a few years back, country music was very rock and roll. Now it's not. Right. Now it's not very rock; it's very pop. So it's very inspiring to a writer because you can try different things. You can inflict different sounds and genres into your country, so to speak.
Yeah, but yours is country clean.
Thank you.
There's such a
actually,
thing.
no, because like you've got a bunch of different types of songs.
Yeah, but the ones I heard.
So, because he's got, because your description and what people, I Googled you to find out what other people say about you, and they say that you have your own sound. It's a soulful country, kick-ass rock sound, but all the songs sound like they come from the heart. That you actually tell a story. People get the story. They comprehend the story. They like the story. So there's no bad stuff written about you because I Google every guest who comes on to see what the rest of the world says, and whether you're really famous or on your way up or just getting started. People have people who say something about them, and nothing bad comes up about you at all. Everybody, thinks that you're like going to be one of the next big country superstars. So I think that you're on your way to pleasing a lot of people. And country music, next to hip hop, is probably the most popular genre of music that there is at the moment.
It's either you like it or you don't music.
I have to say though, the ballad that we played before you came on, "What I Didn't Do," I thought that was such a beautiful song, and it could really go everywhere. It could be adult contemporary. I mean, it really fits on like all the different platforms.
That's why I said his music is classic.
Yeah, and that's what I like that a lot. I like
classic music.
I just recut that song actually. I just re-recorded that about 2 weeks ago in Nashville, just to put a fresher sound to it. Excuse me.
Now, are you appearing anywhere where people can go see you?
Right now, I'm not. I'm more focused on writing and recording some stuff, and there will be some shows in the future. I just have not ironed out, when.
And do you have an EP that's going to be coming out soon?
Nope. I'm just releasing singles at this moment. It just seems to be the way that everything is going right now, where singles are the last time I put out a full length or an EP, you kind of see they just fall, whereas you want to promote the single and let the single take it and then promote another single instead of wasting, all your time and money on a full length recording.
Well, that way every song is good too.
That's why years ago we had what was called 45s.
Right.
A 45, one side was your song you wanted, the other side was the crappy
B-side.
The B-side, the crappy song. So it gave you a choice.
B-sides were great though.
Yeah, I like a
some
lot
of the B-sides outdid the A-sides. There's no question about it. But the majority of the B-sides were just there to put it there. But the A-side was what you bought. And I wish they'd do that again. Come back with some kind of a 45 idea.
Right. So let's go back. First of all, what do you think is one of the greatest country songs of all time, since you're a country music fan? And as you're thinking about that, also be thinking about it. If you were going to have a bucket list, and now Scott DiCarlo was going to go on a worldwide tour opening for whoever the fuck he wanted to open for, who would Scott DiCarlo pick to be his top 3 bands that he thinks would be like great to open for?
The top 3 bands. Well, first of all, the best country song, I think there's not one. There are so many because each one of them tells a different story. And I would be I would be doing a disservice if I said what was the best country song.
I don't mean best though, because everybody is going to have a different idea.
Everybody's got their own opinion.
got their idea. I mean, like favorite. Like you, I have a favorite rock song. I have a favorite, song that I go to all the time.
Yeah, but I'm like him. I wouldn't be able to tell you my favorite songs. There's so many.
You pick a Johnny Mathis song because you like Johnny Mathis.
Yeah, but there's so many Johnny Mathis songs I love. I mean, if you said to me, which is my favorite Johnny Mathis song, I'd say I don't know.
Okay, so blow that question off. And who would you like to go on tour with?
The people that I've played with, out of all of them, I think I would like to go out on tour with Lee Brice. He was a lot of fun. Super nice guy to spend time with. I played with him several times. And each time it was just a great experience. And, he's one of the best performances that you want to see. Him, Chris Janson is phenomenal performer. And I want to, if I'm going to go out there and play with people, I want to be challenged. I want to bring if I'm the opening act, I want to bring something so that, people remember, because after the opening act, the main act comes on and they tend to forget, and I'm the kind of guy, I want to leave a lasting memory, so
an impression.
Yeah. So I guess my top choice would be Lee Brice, because I played with him before, and it's a good connect.
Say hi to Carol, because whoever Carol is, she said Lee Brice is good. She loves it. Other people are saying people like Gilbert Brantley.
Gilbert.
Everybody's got their favorite and what they want and who they want to be with anyway.
How about your favorite who's not a country singer? Who do you listen to if it's not country? That's the question.
Hands down, I love rock, and the best rock out there right now is Shinedown.
They got a new song too right now. I listen to it all the time. I'm listening. It's on my playlist on Spotify.
So if you weren't a country singer, you would want to be a rock singer.
I always wanted to be a rock singer. Again, I told you before, country was something that I stumbled into. But I always wanted to be a rock singer. I grew up loving, Bono and Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, just Journey, rock and roll, like Boston, ZZ Top, Ted Nugent, all the rock kind of people, that was always what I wanted to be. But I kind of stumbled into country because of the way that I write.
I always wanted to be Cary Grant, and I stumbled into this.
I'm sure Cary Grant was happy about that.
Actually, Cary Grant's house is less than a mile from ours.
And I want to buy it.
He wants to buy it so bad.
It went on the market for $3.5 million, and nobody's in it. It's been a year now. We go by, nobody's there. I think they're holding it.
The chat room loves Shinedown.
And they're probably going to sell it for $5 million.
The chat room agrees with you, though, that Shinedown rules.
Yeah.
And don't they have a song, Monster? Is that one of their songs?
Yeah.
I love that song. I listen to that song all the time.
Yep.
It's such a great song. I love it. I think it's fabulous.
What's your favorite movie? I'm curious to know what kind of movies you like.
Well, obviously I love action movies.
Okay, what are some of your action movies that you like a lot?
I'm going somewhere because he reminds me of Jason a little bit.
Oh, no.
Jason Statham.
Oh, yeah, Statham. Ron has a crush on Jason Statham.
No, I don't have a crush on him. I like him. I like his work.
Do you know who Jason Statham is?
Yeah.
He's in all the action movies.
He loves Jason Statham movies because he doesn't like action movies a whole lot, but if it's a Jason Statham movie, he loves it.
Jason is so cool.
Especially all those Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, and he's so cool about it, and he's so, he beats people up.
And he's all laid back, and in the chat room, they're talking about how laid back you are. Scott, they're talking about what a laid-back country artist you are, and he loves Jason Statham, so it kind of all goes together.
I'm more of a die-hard guy,
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Just that kind of cool, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and then kill you kind of thing,
Right. Right. Whereas Jason kills you and then smokes a cigarette.
That's freaking hilarious.
But
all right.
I like those action movies too. But what do you think about horror movies?
I don't like them.
Me neither.
I love
I'm in all of them, by the way.
Listen, we live, right? We live life. Life sometimes can be a horror movie. I don't need to go put it on television or something.
I don't like horror movies at all, and I'm in 5 of them. How do you like them apples? And when I do them, I laugh. I think they're so stupid. But, audiences love it. The more
all
they
right, so
chop
hang
them
on,
up,
everybody, because we're out of time. So first of all, you guys, this is Scott DiCarlo. Follow him on social media. Instagram and Facebook is Scott DiCarlo Music. Twitter is at Scott DiCarlo. His new song that he wrote with Michael J. Schneider is called Share the Morning Light. We played it. Download it. Spotify, stream it, whatever you can do. Support indie artists. They need it. And get all his other music. You're going to love it. Especially check out What I Didn't Do, because I absolutely loved it. We want to thank you for coming on the show. We want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. And we'll see everybody else next week.
And it was fun meeting you.
And keep us posted with shows and stuff so we can let everybody know. All right, Scott, thank you so much.
When you're working, we'll come to see you perform also.
There you go.
So thanks for coming on our show.
Thanks.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, and have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye, folks.